All right, thank you so much for staying with us here on Amka Kenya. And this year today, the question is with SHA. What is your experience with SHA? And of course, that is the Social Health Authority, and of course, medical insurance here in the country. To try and get your feedback as far as this is concerned, you can engage us on our WhatsApp line. That is 0757 725 083, 0757 725 083, or our social media platforms at K24 TV and also on Facebook. Anna Namwaya says, I paid my surgery bill, but it is a burden being told to pay annually. Okay. Bernard Mzito says, unless someone pays for annually, cannot work. Those unemployed, where will they get 5,000 to 8,000 to pay for SHA, and there is no guarantee one will fall sick? Monthly payment was best. Okay. Geoffrey Arab Kirui says, my experience, even if your monthly premiums are as high as 10K and on comprehensive cover, you cannot walk into any public hospital and get free outpatient services. You pay for everything: registration, medical records, book, consultation, lab tests, and medicine. However, you can be served in any private hospital. I do not understand. Okay. Waiki Busy says, we all pay, but civil servants benefits. Okay. And Loki Steven Maundu says, I was referred to Makadara Coast General Hospital in Mombasa. The hospital that referred me treated me with SHA. Kufika Makadara, kuna utu to post, unalipia na tuko more than 4. Mind you, I'm covered on SHA. Ukiulizia unaambiwa it only covers wenye wamelazwa. Pia ukilazwa unaambiwa SHA it's not working at the time. Unalipa though M-Pesa again to those posts zao tena. This SHA must be scrapped. Okay. I want to give you an opportunity to respond to that.
I want to respond to one Anya Mwaya, who said that it paid for her surgery, but she had a problem with annual subscription. I want to believe her annual subscription was between 7,000 and 9,000, not more than that. And then she can tell us between 7,000 and 9,000 annual subscription. Okay. And I want to believe her surgery was more than 100,000. She can tell us. So which was better? You pay 7,000, you subscribe for 1 year, and then SHA pays for you for your surgery is for more than 100,000. Okay. So you know which is better.
So the argument is that the annual subscription for somebody that is not employed is something that maybe they find it difficult to afford. How do they go about that?
No, but if you're not employed, you pay a monthly subscription, maybe 300, maybe 500. If you're not completely unable, the government pays for you. People are subscribing per month. The subscription is for monthly. Until maybe when you have a huge bill, like let's say $1 million shillings plus, you go to a hospital and you are told, okay, subscribe for 1 year. 1 year is 7,000. When you pay for, I had a case for a young boy who was going for a heart surgery at Tenwek Hospital in Bomet. The bill was 1.2 million. He was told, okay, pay annual subscription, 7,800. The family mobilized an uncle 2,000, aunt 1,000, you know, the mother 1,000, and they paid 7,800. SHA paid 900,048. Okay. So until that moment where now they say, okay, your bill is huge to a tune of 1 million. Subscribe for 1 year, and even in HIF it used to be like that. Subscribe for 1 year so that SHA can pay for the entire bill. So what is the problem? I thought that's a good thing. Okay. Yeah.
All right. I want us to transition to something you said before we now look at the political rhetoric in the country. We are talking about jobs creation in the country. You know, you're talking about the issue to do with what is happening, especially with the affordable housing and how jobs are being created in that particular sector. And yet the 2025 economic survey did reveal that that sector did lose close to 2,900 jobs. So what's really the truth?
No, I have not seen. I have not seen the survey, but what I know is that in the affordable housing and market construction, we have employed young people than there before. hundreds of thousands of jobs have been created. I've told you that in affordable housing and market constructions alone, 300,000 young men have been employed. Go to Mukuru. You'll see hundreds of young men working on that site. Okay. The affordable housing in Mukuru Kwanjenga. Go to because the affordable housing now, it's in every corner of this country. Hundreds of young people have been employed. So we are not only building houses, we are also creating employment. Okay. And look at it this way. The people who are making doors, people who are making windows for these affordable housings are our Jua Kali people here in Langata Road. So not only the people who are working on those sites, okay, so even the people who are making the hinges, because the president was very clear and categorical that we are not going to import doors. You know, previously under the housing program, we used to import even hinges, but the president was very categorical that we don't want any single hinge to be imported. So the people who are making hinges, the people who are making doors, the people who are making windows are our Jua Kali people in this country. So not the 300, apart from the 300,000 young men who are working on the site, there are other people who are benefiting with the program. Okay.
So if the sector, according to the survey, reports a decline when it comes to matters employment, is it that contradicts?
I have not seen the data. I don't know what it talks. I don't know the context of the data. I have not looked at it, so I may not comment about the data. The fact is, you take a drive to Mukuru, take a drive to all other construction sites, you will see young men working in construction sites.
That, of course, we will see.
Yeah. But so in terms of the numbers themselves, how then do you tell me that employment has dropped in the construction sites? Okay. When I'm telling you that in the construction sites alone, we have 300,000 young men who are working on those sites.
The data is not saying that the employment has dropped to zero.
Yes.
Just saying that it has dropped by a certain margin when it comes to.
Do you believe that?
Compared to 2023?
You know, we have seen opinion polls out here.
So which one do you believe?
Some of them are sponsored by people I don't know. So I'm telling you facts. Okay. After this show, we can drive to Mukuru Kwanjenga and you will see people working there. We can drive to another site, you will see people working there. We can even count. So how do you tell me that after the launch of this program, that employment has dropped? How? Is that logical?
But this is government data, of course.
No, it cannot be government. I'm giving you government data.
Statistics.
I'm giving you
a government agency.
No, I have not seen it. That's why I've told you I've not seen it. Okay. I may not comment on it because I've not seen it.
So you will dispute their data and say, let's go with that.
I will go with my data. Okay. I will go with my data.
How do you measure your data? Because now this is...
Because it's something we can see. We can drive to Mukuru and tell you, okay, count 1, 2, 3. Previously, there were 0 people working here. Now we have 500 people they are working here. Now, how do you tell me that it has dropped? Previously, there was no construction at Mukuru Kwanjenga, isn't it? There was no site there. Okay. So there is a construction site for affordable housing in Mukuru. If we drive today there, we will find more than 1,000 young men working in that site. Okay. So how now do you convince me that it is a drop? Okay. Yeah. You know, it's logic. Okay. In Magazeti, I told you, don't believe too much on paper. Go and do investigative journalism. Okay, in Mukuru Kwanjenga site, there is 1,000 young men and women working in that site.
Okay, let's transition to that, to now the political environment in the country and what you're able to experience from that. Recently, we saw members of parliament from Mount Kenya region meeting in Naivasha and actually issuing a statement in regards to what is being experienced on the ground. Talk to me about that.
I was in Naivasha. All we were doing is to take stock of our development agenda. How many kilometers of roads have we done? How many do we intend to do? How many water projects do we intend to do? What is our electricity connection in terms of percentage? How many classrooms are we intending to do? It was a meeting to check on the progress on the development of our people. And number 2, we needed to sympathize with the people who suffered destruction of their properties, and we said that the people found guilty must be charged, and the legal process to be allowed to take its course, because people lost properties, and that is wrong in a democratic country. Basically, that is what we are doing in Naivasha, just to check on the development agenda of our people.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what would you say you are when it comes to matters development in your region?
What do you mean, what I am?
Where exactly are you as far as development is concerned?
Very
for
good.
The region?
I think we are doing good. We are doing great because if you look at the Mau roads, the noise is normal because contractors are on site. The Mau roads are ongoing. If you check at Keno Marwa, the contractors are on site. We have a bit of challenge with compensation, especially in Karatina, where I come from. We have a bit of challenges with finances to compensate those people who were affected by the construction of the road. But it's progressive. People are receiving their compensation, and I believe by the end of this financial year now, everybody will have been compensated up to Marwa. If you look at the other projects like roads in my area, they are ongoing. We have a few that have not been started, but we believe within this financial year, those roads are going to be done. A few of them, most of them are ongoing. If you look at the connectivity to electricity, we are doing very good. Okay. We allocated enough resources to make sure that by 2027, we have 98 connectivity in this country, 98% connectivity in this country. And I must applaud one PS Alex Washira, PS for Energy, who is doing a very good job, making sure, moving around this country, making sure that people are connected to the grid. If you look at the education sector, I told you previously that William Ruto's government has employed 76 teachers, unprecedented since independence, to make sure that we balance the ratio of teachers, students in class. Make sure that no students will go without a teacher. And we are employing 24,000 this year to make it 100,000 teachers employed by this government. This government has built more classrooms, more than any other government, to make sure. You know, previously we used to see students learning under a tree. But we have taken it upon ourselves to make sure that no single student should stand under a tree in 2025.
I get your point.
Yeah.
All right. I want us to focus a little bit on what is happening in that particular region as far as politics is concerned, because during that particular statement you also said the selfish political rhetoric that is actually being experienced in that particular region to some extent, making it hard to actually, operate for, I'd like to believe, for the government.
No, I've not said that it's hard for anyone to operate.
The statement that was issued then.
No, I'm always in Madeira. Doing meetings, meeting my people, doing projects. So it is not hard for anyone to engage with the people of Mount Kenya.
Okay, so when the statement said selfish politics in that particular region, what did it mean?
Who said that? The
statement that was issued by the Dagoretti South Member of Parliament when you actually...
Oh, they said there are people who are selfish. They are not speaking on behalf of the community because maybe all they want is them occupying seats but not solving the problem, solving our people. Maybe that's what the statement was all about. But the mountain is receptive to everyone. William Ruto came there in the month of February. The reception was very good. He is making another trip in August to check the progress of the development, the projects, because the buck stops with him. If a road is being done, the buck stops with the president. Okay. Even if I've done the groundwork inspecting as the MP to make sure that the contractor is on site, the project is ongoing, the president will still have to come and, check the progress. And we believe that in the month of August, he is going to make another trip to the mountain to check on the promises he made to the people. Okay. Yeah.
When we talk about selfish politicians that have their own selfish interests when it comes to leadership positions, who are we talking about specifically?
The people who are selfish. The people who don't speak on behalf of the community. The people who only speak on their behalf. When you hear people start saying, I am a frontliner, I believe I can be president, who told you? Those are selfish people. Speak about the people first. Don't speak about yourself. If I come here and I start telling you, oh, I'm the most famous MP, I'm a front runner in 2022, 2027 elections, I'm selfish. I should speak about the people. I should speak about the roads. I should speak about water projects. I should speak about electricity connection. I should speak about SHA.
Okay.
I should speak about water projects,
Do
not about myself. If you ever hear a leader speaking, oh, I believe, I'm a front runner, those are selfish leaders.
Do you believe Rigathi Gachagua?
I'm not here to discuss individuals. I'm here to discuss about the people. Why discuss about an
He's one of the people that has actually declared that he's, one of the best when it comes to leading this particular country.
What about him?
Do you believe he has what it takes?
I believe in William Ruto.
All right, I want to transition to something, and this has to do with recently we've been able to experience the reconstitution of the IEBC, and it said 4 members of parliament will actually, they've received submissions in terms of 4 members of parliament being recalled. There's been a political talk, and I don't know if you can actually confirm that people are planning to recall you.
Which people? Which people are planning to recall me?
So
in a year ago, I found people doing signatures on a piece of paper somewhere in a corner, and we want to recall you because you did 1, 2, 3, and I asked, what is the problem? So they were writing those signatures on a piece of paper. I gave them a good notebook to do the signatures on a good notebook. So I've not heard anything else about that issue. But it's their right. It's constitutional. They have not. If we had IBC say they have received 4 petitions, it's the right of those people. It's their right.
If you are among the 4, what would that mean to you?
But it's their right.
Does it scare you that you could
No, it doesn't. It is the right of the people to do, even in elections, people wake up to vote, either to vote someone in or to vote someone out. It's the right of the people. But people of Madeira are brave and they're intelligent. And they know who is working for them and who is not working for them. They know what Wamumbi has done in 2.5 years. Okay. Yeah.
If they were to say what you've done for them, and if at all whatever we are reading on the socials and all that in terms of Eric Wamumbi actually a process being initiated when it comes to matters of your recall, where would this be coming from? Would it be coming from the people of Madeira, or do you feel it will be actually
there is nothing like that in Madeira, because people of Madeira knows what we are doing in Madeira. They can see the roads, they can see schools, they can see water projects, they can see connectivity to electricity. They can see all that, and they have seen it in 2.5 years. So I have not had it in Madeira, not unless it was done in some dark rooms. It's not in Madeira. I have not had it in Madeira. I have been there for 2 years now, working for them, meeting with them, and they appreciate what we are doing in Madeira.
Okay. Yeah. And I know you said you don't want to discuss individuals, but I saw on your social pages you seem to have gone for the neck of the former deputy president in terms of his campaign in the United States, what he's actually pushing for. And you said he's there telling people not to send money home, yet ako hapo na bowl and fence to ndugu to or something like that. What did you mean?
No, I only had a problem with a statement he said that the people living in America should not send funds to this country or to their families or to invest in this country or do projects or do constructions. I had a problem with that because he is there, ask them to help him. He is actually with a bakuli, toa dada, toa dugu. And he is there telling them, oh, don't send resources back to the country because the country is not good. So that is double speak. I had a problem with that.
Okay. Yeah. Empowerment programs in this country have, I've seen quite a number, especially the one that are being led by the government.
Yes.
And the deputy president, that is Kithure Kindiki.
Yes.
They've elicited a lot of debate, and people to some extent saying, okay, the money that is being dished out there is not equal in different parts of the country. And also, the kind of empowerment that is being done to some extent is in a way trying to buy voters and to try to bribe people to vote for the Kenya Kwanza government come 2027.
We campaigned on a bottom-up economic program or manifesto to make sure that we at least empower the less fortunate, business people, mama boga, boda people, the people of the lower cadre. And that is exactly what we are doing with empowerments. I did one in my constituency, and it was very impactful. We helped women groups, youth groups, and now I'm visiting those groups to see what they have done. Okay. Most of those groups have put those money into very constructive programs, okay. Income generating projects. I have attended very many empowerment programs in this country, and I can tell you, you take a group of women who do table banking or who have a project, an income generating project, you give them 200,000, they inject into that business, and the rest is history.
Those are concerned in terms of the source of the cash that is being used in these empowerment programs.
The source of?
The funds.
So what is the problem if I get my 100,000 and support a group? What is the problem with that?
So this is a initiative driven by the members of the constituencies, or is it?
Yeah, if I invite my friends in Madeira to come and help me empower women groups, what is the problem with that? They will come with their own money. Okay. If I invite my colleagues, members of parliament, to come with their own money, they changa 100,000, 1 million, 200,000, I get 5 million. I inject that 5 million into women groups, youth groups who are doing income generating projects. What is the problem with that?
So the fact that the deputy president is always in most of these particular empowerment programs does not mean that it is actually a government kind of project.
No. Because he is a progressive leader. He want to. That is what we are. That is what we said when we were campaigning. That we will empower these women. That we will empower boda people. I saw the women rep for Muranga yesterday gifting a young man a boda. A young man who used to help her in her campaign since 2022 to now. I saw her gifting that young man a boda. Is that not empowerment? That is the empowerment we are talking about. So did you see the women rep for Muranga gifting a young man a boda?
I didn't get to see that.
Yeah, you will need to get her to her socials so that you get to understand what we are talking about.
Okay. I want to understand, because it has been termed as a government empowerment program. Yet right now we're saying the presence of the deputy president in most cases does not translate to it being a government.
So who do you want to lead those empowerment programs? But that is our work. That is why the deputy president is there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the money that is being used is totally from the members of the...
We are mobilizing from friends. If we are invited, like Friday, I will be in Laikipia. If I go with 100,000, 200,000 from my pocket, I support a women group. That is not government money, it's my money. Just like they came in Madeira and supported me. Okay. They didn't come with government money, they came with their money. They supported me, we raised 10 million. We injected that money into different groups.
Okay. Yeah. I want to wind up. But yesterday I hosted Jen Kihara, who is the Naivasha Member of Parliament, and she said something sensitive. And she talked about members of Parliament who are allied to the President are there because of what they get from the head of state, and that is handouts. She actually accused the President of bribing members of Parliament from the Mount Kenya side to be able to stick with him until this particular, and said every time you go to State House you get 100,000 shillings for fuel.
Jen Kihara is older than my mother, and I wouldn't want to discuss her.
No.